morning and welcome back. So today we are in that moving process. So we are leaving Waco, Texas, and we're headed to San Antonio for about a week. And this one should be actually kind of cool because we've all been wanting a pool and hot tub and whatnot, and this one actually has one. So we got about a 3-hour drive. We're gonna get hooked up. Kids are getting ready. We got to do the closing down process, which usually takes about an hour, hour and a half, and we are out of here. So each day while we're here in San Antonio, we are trying to pick something to do and kind of balance the work that needs to get done via, homework, computer work, all that kind of stuff, and going to do something a little fun, exploring the city, that kind of thing. Today we have chosen the Tea Garden, which is over by the San Antonio Zoo, and from what Jess told me, they took an old rock quarry and turned it into a Japanese tea garden. So we will take a look and see what it's all about. So what do you think so far?
I think it's very cool. I don't really know what I thought I expected, but I don't think this is what I expected. So, I don't know. But now knowing that it was a quarry, that makes this more amazing, I guess, than if it was just hey look, a Japanese tea garden. Mm-hmm. Just the fact that they were able to change that.
So here's my synopsis of the San Antonio Tea Gardens. If you are ever in the area, you don't have to be here long. You could easily do this in an hour or less, depending on how much time you wanted to spend watching the turtles and this koi and stuff. But I would suggest coming and look at it. The creativity that the city used to create something like this, I think, is pretty incredible. So, it's not anything, adrenaline rush, super touristy. It's just a really, really cool, tranquil place to check out. Look at him for talking.
We are going to an old church in downtown San Antonio. We're going to check it out. There you go. Done.
Yeah, so as Matthew said, today's activity is to go check out the first cathedral in San Antonio, and Jess has all the history on it. And it was actually the oldest operating church in San Antonio at like starting in 1700s or something like that. And then we are going to go check out the local market in the area. So it's like a Spanish market type of deal. I'm kind of thinking it'll be a lot like what I experienced when I lived in Oaxaca, Mexico. So that is the plan of attack. We'll go check it out. So we're, let me say that again. I am sitting in the front little gathering area, foyer, I don't even know what you call this area, of the cathedral, which you'll see previously or behind it. Obviously, times have changed because of COVID, and they're requiring masks to get inside, and me being a dummy forgot mine. So the girls and Matthew are inside checking it out and filming it, and I graciously offered to stay out here. When I lived in Oaxaca, I got to see quite a few of this kind of thing, so I figured they had a better opportunity to see something they hadn't seen than I did. So anyway, this area is very similar to Oaxaca when I was down there, in my opinion. You know, I was sitting in this area looking at this church, and all I can think about is downtown Oaxaca, right outside the market. There's like a center part of town with a pretty big church there as well. So lots of similarities, and we'll see what the girls think.
You have to be.
But you have to be. Somebody convinced me this was a good idea. Yeah, dude,
I want to ride the goat.
where are we riding to go?
Well,
Hi,
how you doing?
this is my friend, Mr. Indian. And you think you're moving slow? Move slower.
This is my friend Friar Tuck. He's waiting for Robin Hood.
It actually looks like.
He does a little bit. He looks tired though.
Matthew, how's your goat?
Awesome.
How you doing?
Who is that? Name's Billy.
Billy goat.
Billy the goat.
The founders, 56 Canary Islanders, founded a village called San Fernando de Bajer, I don't know, after arriving March 9th, 1731. They walked nearly 1,200 miles from Veracruz with children, livestock, and all the worldly possessions for more than 6 months after a previous 6-month journey across the ocean in a small wooden vessel.
So we just made it through the actual inside of the exhibit. The bummer part, they won't let you film or take pictures, even touch the walls because of the age of it, and it's starting to actually deteriorate. So they've got all kinds of tools measuring moisture and salt content and all kinds of stuff. But lots of information from the 300-year-old building, from where it began to today, the rise and fall of the Spanish here, and then the rise and fall of Texas as an independent entity, I guess you'd call it, to them joining the Union and becoming part of the U.S. as the 28th state. So lots of cool history information, and we get to see a little statue of Davy Crockett, which is always a cool thing. But that's what kids do when you go do history stuff. They sit and look at their phones.
Didn't even know what the Alamo was before I came here, so I had to look it up on my phone before I read the signs. And then I read what the people are. I don't care about the rise and fall of the Spanish government, so I didn't read all those big, humongous signs.
So what was the Alamo?
It was a building.
It was a building
an old
that
building.
important people stayed at during the war.
And they all died. No, the war happens here.
During the war.
Okay, so I gotta say this because I think it's the funny part. So when I was like 12, 13, my parents took me to Gettysburg, and I lasted all of about 5 minutes, and it was like, okay, it's a field. Woo! And now I think it'd be really cool to walk it. So some of this stuff just comes with age. You go the first time, and then you go back later when you can appreciate the history a little bit more. So I get it. I just think it's funny. So we're in the river center of I think it's part of the Hyatt Regency Hotel, and they've got the river going through the hotel, and it goes out to Riverwalk, and they have, as you can see, elevators that go up. My kids, coming from places that don't really have elevators, just want to ride the elevator. So we are waiting as they ride the elevator. Okay guys, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be because I forgot the GoPro and I forgot my stick for my phone. So I'm trying to hold this stupid thing while I talk. But the Riverwalk area, this place is pretty awesome. Everything right on the water, restaurants right on the water. I saw a Hard Rock Cafe, which I think we're going to go check out. Little boat rides. It's pretty awesome. But the two older ones have already gone over the bridge and are waiting for us on the other side. And Janelle and Jess are behind us, and they should be catching up in a second. Hey guys, so to wrap up today, we had kind of a bummer on the trip, but we got back from Riverwalk, and when I pushed my lock button to lock my truck, it must not have locked the doors, and I'm guessing it was some homeless person opened up the passenger driver's door or passenger door and took Jess's Mountain Smith bag, which had her computer and some paperwork and stuff like that. They also took some water bottles out of the truck, and so it's a bummer. It's part of life, I guess. Sad part of life, but we give it all to the Lord, knowing that He knows best, and His judgment and ruling is final, and everything is replaceable these days, or always, I guess. So we just move on. So they also took the kind of the funny part, and kind of the reason I'm thinking it was a homeless person. We had gone to Walmart prior to visiting Riverwalk and had 3 or 4 bags of groceries, and all of them are gone. So what can you do? Not much, but keep your eyes focused on Him, and one foot in front of the other. So that is a wrap on today. We're going to head on back home and get some food. So we will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so San Antonio was pretty awesome. Bummer way to end it with our stuff getting snatched, but you know, I think it's a reminder that we're all human. We all make mistakes. Sometimes stuff happens. I'm not sure if I forgot to push the lock button on my fob, or if one of my doors just didn't lock. I mean, the truck is almost 20 years old, so you can't expect it to work like the day you bought it. But it's a bummer. Jess keeps thinking of stuff that she was almost positive was in her bag. So we are going to slowly start replacing that stuff. And, you know, you just keep moving on. I know it's happened to me several times with work, and it stinks, but you can replace stuff. It's all replaceable, and you just move on. So all in all, I think San Antonio was a awesome location. We loved this campground, and we are headed off for new adventures. So thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and we hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day, and stay positive.